Maybe you are brand new to planning, or maybe you're an expert. But all of us, regardless of our tenure when it comes to planning, face a dilemma every single year. How do we set up a new planner? This is the million-dollar question, whether you realize it or not. And while there is no right answer, my goal for today's video is to be able to show you exactly how I set up my planner, as well as some tips and some tricks for how you can set up your planner to live a life that you love. Now, before we go ahead and jump into today's video, let me know in the comments down below, what are some things that you do every year when setting up your planner that just make sense? Hey y'all, it is me, Lauren, here with Plan with Laur. I am your best friend and your go-to gal when it comes to all things planning, productivity, and how to use the resources that you have to plan today for a better tomorrow. Like I said, in today's video, we are going to be talking about exactly how I set up my planner, but also showing you some tips and tricks, things you can implement today in your planning, no matter whether you've set up your planner, you're still waiting to set up your planner, or wherever you are on your planner journey, because we're always on a planner journey. Ain't that right? So I went ahead and bought the planner, whether I ordered it or I went to store and bought it, and it's arrived, it's sitting on my desk. And before I even crack open that planner, I asked myself a question. What is the function of this planner? So if you've never heard about this question, never thought about this question, I can also ask it in a different way that might spark an idea. Why did you buy this planner? Was it to keep track of all the projects and tasks you have around your house? Was it to better manage that life-work balance? Do you just want to make sure that you're on time to every meeting and appointment? Or are you looking for something to help you track and achieve your goals? Or maybe it's just the same planner that you use for years and years and it's just something that you're comfortable with. Whatever your answer is, maybe it's a combination of a couple of these different things or something that I didn't even list off. But whatever that answer is, that is the function of your planner. Let me repeat it for the people in the back. The reason in which you bought your planner is the function of your planner. And when you know the function of your planner, everything about the way that you use it, to the way that you set it up, and the way that you remain consistent in it changes. I'll give you an example because y'all know I love a good story time. Before I ever thought about my function or my why when it came to planning, I would pick up a new planner and I would just start filling it out. And I would just try to fill every inch of my planner with stuff. My planner would literally be bursting at the seams with sticky notes and to-do lists and mail that needed to be sent and bills and all of the other things that just happen in my normal life. And I'm not gonna lie, it kind of made me feel awesome to have this planner that was busting out the seams, so filled with plans and ideas. But my life was still super chaotic. My planner wasn't keeping me organized. In fact, it was barely keeping me together. So when I got serious about planning, everyone's planning journey is different, I did so to be able to be more productive, to let the countless things that even though I wrote them down probably multiple times, I still could never remember them, and I was still late to places and things were not happening and the chaos kept just piling and piling on. And when I had this reason why, this function of my planner to help me be more productive and to be more organized, I finally truly had a reason to plan and to make sense of everything that I was writing down. So this comes down to my first tip when it comes to setting up your planner. And this is something that I tell everybody, from the people that I work with to my Patreon to even y'all have heard this here before, but it is to write down an intention for your planner. And you can even do this again before you even open that planner, is to write out an intention. And like I said, only you know why you bought that planner. And I like to do this on a sticky note because you guys know I'm a sticky note connoisseur. It's like my #1 favorite planning tool ever. Write down that intention and put it in your planner. Now I like to say put it in somewhere that's going to be highly trafficked for your planner. So for me, this is going to be right on that cover page. It'll be the first thing I see every single time I open up my planner. You could also put it on the front or the back of the cover of your planner, or even transfer your sticky note or whatever you use on a month-to-month basis. This year, my intention for my planner is to proactively plan for my goals and documents the moments in between. It's pretty broad, right? But this intention is like my compass, guiding me in the right direction. Okay, so once you've gone ahead and set that intention, we head into step 2 of setting up your planner and how I set up my planner, and that is to start personalizing your planner. Your planner is your home for your next, ideally, 12 or 18 months, maybe a little longer, maybe a little shorter, and it's your planner. Let me repeat that. It's your planner, nobody else's. So what's gonna make you excited to go ahead and plan? I sprinkle in motivational quotes sporadically throughout the planner as a reminder to my future me that it's all gonna be okay, even if you're having a tough week. I can't tell you how nice it is to go ahead and open up my planner to a new week and see a note of encouragement or a little phrase that I've written to myself. And for some reason, they always tend to be the weeks that I need it the most. A little bonus tip here, and something that I plan on incorporating this year, is I plan on taking sticky notes and giving them to people in my life and having them write me little notes or little quotes. And then I'm going to take those sticky notes, and so not only am I gonna have my words written on throughout my planner, but I'm also gonna have notes of love and encouragement from my family members and my friends throughout my planner as well. I think this is also a really fun way to get the people in your household into your planning and as excited, maybe as excited as you are for planning as well. Another way to be able to add some special elements is if you wanted to carve out gratitude, y'all. It does not just have to be Thanksgiving that we think about gratitude, so being able to make space in your planner for that as well. And there are also additional ways to be able to personalize your planner. You obviously can change up your covers depending on what planner that you're using, or use, you know, different types of stickers or decorative elements in planning as well to add a little bit of that personal touch. All right, so number 3, the next thing that we're going to talk about when it comes to setting up your planner are utilizing your notes pages. Now, most planners have notes pages in some capacity, whether they're at the beginning of the month or the end of the month, or maybe even just at the end or the beginning of the planner. Now, for this upcoming year and the planner that I'm going to be setting up with you guys here today, this is the Erin Condren 12-month, just my type, colorful hourly planner. The Erin Condren Life Planner has notes pages as well as dashboard pages. Now, these notes pages and dashboard pages can be a powerful tool for accountability. Now, if you didn't know, I actually have several videos that talk specifically how you can use your notes pages and the Erin Condren dashboard pages to be more productive and use to help achieve your goals. I will go ahead and link all those videos in the description down below. Now, for me specifically, I'm going to be going ahead and using my notes pages as habit trackers. If you have checked out any of my goals videos, then you know I'm working on a couple of different goals, so I want to be able to track specifically some running related things. And I'm going to be using the pages as a fun way to brainstorm different date ideas, as well as just different ways that I can continue to foster my creativity, whether it be like books that I want to read or recipes I want to try. And I'm obviously leaving some of those blank so that I can brainstorm throughout the year. These notes pages are also a great idea for budgeting or keeping track of your routines, or even a little bit of a household schedule. Now, if I could give you one suggestion here, it would be to align your notes pages with that original function and intention of your planner. So for example, if your intention for your planner is to help you with work and is to keep you in track and in line for work, then I would suggest that your notes pages and your dashboard pages as well align to work priorities. You know, you could use the notes pages or the dashboard pages for big projects that you have coming up. You could use the notes pages for meeting notes and ideas, or even to reflect on your career as it progresses, both the highs and the lows. And so those are my 3 main tips for going ahead and setting up your planner. Setting an intention, thinking about ways to personalize, and starting to automatically utilize your notes pages. But there are obviously more steps to go ahead and set up your planners. You're gonna wanna go ahead and put in important dates and things that are gonna be happening. So here's a little bit of some of those tips and tricks and how I navigate them. Y'all just hang around and see. Okay, so some people that I know like to go the route of decorative planning, while others like to go the route of functional planning. Super high level decorative planning is using elements like stickers and washi and decorative elements to enhance your planning or your planning style. And functionality has a lot of different meanings, but also usually is typically associated with using less stickers and more just like paper and pen to help you achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. Well, I also get asked the question a lot, do I decorate in advance if I am decorating, or do I not decorate in advance? And there are pros and cons to both. So one pro is that I have personally found that I find myself in more of a creative mood and more just willing to decorate my planner up front when I originally received my planner. If you have packs of beautiful stickers to embellish your planner, and you have the new highlighters and pens, and you're so excited to go ahead and just dive into that planner, go ahead, go and do it. but here's why I don't anymore. I am famously indecisive, and I am constantly changing the way in which I use my planner and the look of my planner. I found that when I pre-decorated my months, by the time it would actually get to that month, I either wasn't planning in that style anymore, or I didn't like the placement of the stickers, and I was a lot more predisposed to go ahead and just toss out the planner, buy a new one, and start over. Now, as I've been trying to make a more conscious decision not to do that, I've personally found that when I'm not decorating my planner, it allows me that flexibility to change my planner from a month-to-month basis. Now, one thing that I will say about that as well is I'm finding myself being less of a decorative planner because I don't feel the motivation or the need to go ahead and add all of these stickers and things like that, because quite frankly, by the time I get to that week or by the time I get to that month, I need to start writing plans down, and I don't have the time to go ahead and decorate it. Now, one thing that I go ahead and I do and has been super helpful to me is in the monthly spread of every single one of my planners, I put a big ol' sticky note right there. And any tentative plans that I make, anytime I have my planner and I'm kind of working in advance or whatever, I go ahead and I add those dates on that sticky note. Now, I won't actually put those dates as concrete dates in my planner until that month happens. So for all of those tentative plans, for all of those same reasons, because again, back in 2020, I bought a planner, I had filled it out, I had decorated it, the world did what the world did, and then I had all of this white out and cross out marks, and that is not a big deal to me. In a way to kind of help that's where that big sticky note comes in, and that's where I have found it really helpful, because my plans can change, I can modify things before it's written out physically in my planner. This is why my mom always tells me to use pencil in my planner, but I just cannot. And some additional tips that I'll go ahead and share with you as I go ahead and set up my planner. These are things that I do every single time I set up a new planner. The first thing are to find accessories that make you excited to plan. It's my black pens, my highlighters, and my whiteout, but also leave room to be able to modify your planner throughout the year. The reality is we are gonna get bored. Things are going to change. Our styles are going to evolve as our seasons of life evolve. So in the way that our life changes and fluctuates, we gotta leave that same type of room in there for our planner as well. I always say leave extra note pages in your planner in case you come across an awesome idea that you wanna go ahead and add in your planner. And my last tip, don't set up your planner all at once. I know that you are probably so excited to use your planner, and if you can carve out that time to be able to do it, go ahead and do it. But for me, it usually takes me over a week to go ahead and move into a new planner. This gives me the time to be intentional and purposeful for my setup. Could you still be intentional and purposeful in your setup and do it all at once? 100%. I'm just giving y'all some of my opinions. For me, planning is an act of intentionality, and I also am a very intentional person. I really like personal details. So a couple of the things as well that I keep as, besides the little notes here and there, I have a note that my mom wrote me for my college graduation. That is something that I keep at the front of my planner at all times. Additionally, I keep stamps because I just love handwritten letters, and I never know when I want to send a postcard or a letter to someone. On that same vein, I always have a postcard and or a letter just in my planner ready to go. Again, you never know when that idea is going to go ahead and strike. So those are some of the other little intentional aspects that I personally keep in my planner. All right, if you've gone ahead and you've stuck around for this far, let me know in the comments down below, what is your intention for your planner this year? How do you use it, and what purpose does it serve? All right, y'all, now that is all that I have for you today. If you are new here, I hope that you will decide to stick around by hitting that red subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday and Thursday, and as always, y'all, my name is Lauren here with Plan with Laur, and I'll see y'all next time.